Catherine is doing some really great work with OER, or online educational resources for students, which means they can access these resources from anywhere. So right now when we're teaching remotely, I think it's especially important that she's done this work, but also simply makes the resources more accessible financially for students, which I think is great. More specifically, she's doing a lot of work with digital archives, working with Walt Whitman. And so students can access Walt Whitman's work from anywhere and really dig into some of his original texts. And I think that this is just engaging for students. They can really understand a writer in a different way than they can if they were not able to look at these texts digitally. Let's say in a typical literature course or writing and rhetoric course, when they're studying text, they're often sitting there with a physical text in front of them. But when they're working with digital archives, they can look at a vast array of texts. And so they can look at more historical texts. And often these are original texts with the author's like handwriting in the margins, so they can understand the writer's thinking process and writing process in a very different way when they can access these original texts, the same kinds of texts that academic scholars look at when they're developing and forming their own arguments. And so it is innovative because it helps students understand writing and textual analysis and close reading in a very different way than if they're just looking at the kind of the finished product that an author creates. I can say that I admire Catherine so much as an instructor. I find her just a model for the kind of engagement and passion that she brings to her own classroom. I hope to emulate some of that passion in my own classroom. She's just completely engaged and excited about the work that she does with her students.